Today we're going to be making easy stuffed pasta shells, and this is the best recipe. My family loves it. So we just need a few ingredients. We need jumbo shells, 8 ounces, an 8-ounce package. This is actually a 12-ounce package, but you only need 8 ounces. You need chopped spinach. This is a 10-ounce frozen package that has been thawed. You need light tomato sauce or spaghetti sauce. This is a 26-ounce container. Just some cooking spray to grease the pan. 12 ounces of low-fat cottage cheese. Some leaf oregano. And mozzarella cheese. Those are our only ingredients. So we're going to start today by preheating the oven to 375. And we're going to grease the pan. The next step is to drain the spinach. We want to get as much moisture out of it as possible. So we're going to take the spinach and put it in a sieve or a strainer. I'm going to do this in the sink so all the moisture runs out. And then just press it with your hand. Get all the liquid out. Next, we open up the tomato sauce and pour half of it in the pan. A little bit more. That's about half. Okay, then we're going to keep that for later. Then we're going to use a 1-cup measuring cup to get water. Fill it up. And just put this in the pan. When this is cooking in the oven, since we're not cooking our pasta shells ahead of time, the pasta will absorb all that moisture. Next, we're going to mix the cheeses and the spinach. So we put in all 12 ounces of cottage cheese. Grab a spoon. Now I have some. This recipe is just delicious. It doesn't have any meat in it, which saves you money, but there's a lot of protein from the cheese, and you don't miss the flavor at all. I'm having trouble getting things open today. Okay, then we're going to mix in a cup of mozzarella cheese. We're going to save the rest to put on top at the end. Then we're going to get our drained spinach. Mix that in as well. Okay, so we're going to blend those. So since this recipe is meatless, as I said, it saves us money. And today the recipe, with the ingredients that we bought, we tried to use the store brand as much as possible. It cost us $6.48. So it's a low-cost meal that has a lot of nutrition. You always want to get as many colorful vegetables in your diet as you can. So we have green spinach and red tomatoes. We're going to get a lot of vitamins and minerals, but it still tastes great. So now we're going to add some oregano, give it some more flavor. We want about 1/4 of a teaspoon, so a few shakes should be about right. Okay. Looks well mixed. So now we're going to get our jumbo shells out. More ingredients over here. Start stuffing. And this is a fun activity you can bring the kids on too. My niece Lily is only 1, so she's not quite ready for this, but someday I'm sure that she'll be excited to help stuff shells. So this is a great meal to serve for a special occasion. It seems kind of like a special celebration dish. I made this for my dad's birthday a few weeks ago, and he loved it. I had some extra zucchini and other vegetables around, so I added those in too, and that was great. If you've got some hamburger, you can certainly mix that into the cheese and spinach as well. Give it an extra flavor. But it's got lots of flavors without it. It sounds like our oven's ready. Another tip for this recipe is that it freezes really well. So let's say that you're getting ready for a potluck at school. You can make this recipe in advance. Put it in 2 8x8 pans instead of a 13x9, and then freeze one, cook one, and then when it's time for the potluck, you can take it out of the freezer and bake it, and you'll be ready for the evening. So I told you that the recipe costs $6.48. One tip you might want to remember is that mozzarella cheese freezes really well, and sometimes it's on sale. So if you ever are at the grocery store and there's a special on mozzarella cheese, buy it, freeze it, and then take it out when you need it, even several months later. Finished filling the shells, and now we're ready to put the rest of the sauce covering all the shells. So there's plenty of moisture in there for the pasta to cook. This will be so delicious. And then you take about a half a cup of cheese, a little more if you want. Put that on top, and that'll melt in the oven and get all bubbly. Okay. So now we're going to cover it with foil. And this is the point that you would freeze it if you wanted to do that instead of baking it, so that it'd be ready for another day. Cover it. We want to eat today, so we're ready to bake it. So we're going to place it in our preheated oven. It's been an hour, and our delicious pasta shells should be ready to eat. So you know that they're done. Try and show that here when it's bubbly, and it certainly is bubbly. So we're going to take these out of the oven and let them sit for 10 minutes. Cool down and kind of let everything. Looks delicious. So again, this cost under $7 to make. For a family of 4, this would certainly feed the whole family and then some, probably have some leftovers. You could serve it with a tossed salad and maybe some garlic bread and milk. It would be a delicious, nutritious meal.